Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more of the Outer Worlds 2 with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, we are back in it, trying to finish up the Preator side companion quests, I should say. Companion quests are not that well. I mean, they are side quests, but they help out our companions, which is good. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? Now, last time we had a bit of an issue. Because... No, goddammit, I wanted to take Tristan. But, we had a little bit of an issue. Oh, I wanted to snap a picture of that so that I kind of get the background stuff for that. Yeah, I wanted to take Tristan this time. Because we were actually doing something we didn't have to do. We don't have to open up the rift. We just have to deal with the, we just have to deal with the communication device, which we found. So yeah, maybe just maybe we should work on that and leave the insanity alone. Leave the opening the rift and dealing with those a-holes and for another time. Now, I did switch back to my actual sniper rifle rather than the simplifier because this one actually is silenced, whereas the simplifier is not. So we need to run across here. Also, I went ahead and oh no, I guess I didn't. I thought I had tagged. It's like down here, and down here, I think, are the three towers that we need to adjust. We need to get those up and running again. So the simplifier does do more damage, but it only does like 330% sneak damage. So, right, there it is.
Finally. Maybe now I can get to the truth of this kill order nonsense. I just need to check our comms device for a coded message from my old acquaintance, Severin.
Okay.
I knew it! He wants to help me find out who's behind this. I sent a reply telling him to meet me at a place that should be safe. It's on Cloister.
Alright, so now we're gonna have to go to Cloister. Alright, you know what? We're gonna pop back to here, and we're gonna go ahead and try and get some of the lightning rods, or lightning towers, I guess they are, just to make sure that we're trying to help out. We're trying not to be just the people that come through and like slaughter everything and everyone. Alright, this doesn't look good. Hey, buddy. Oh, we got a decryption key. That's nice. There's something like right on the other... Ah, ha, 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 ha.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander.
See, he's dead. This guy's like, huh? What happened to Bob?
Prosecuting viscerally. I am loath to admit I require medical assistance. Taking punitive action.
Okay. Or not. Oh, hello. Didn't realize you were that big.
At your word, I shall talk.
Step aside, swine. All in the wrist.
All right. Good grief. So there was just like this giant honking thing just hanging out here. Good gods. Oh, you know what? No, that was to the east, wasn't it? They were there was this like huge, gigantic thing that they were worried about, but I thought it was to the east of where they were, and this is to the west. Let's get ourselves healed up a ways here. Change out all of our clips. Definitely looks like one. With a rift right near it. That's fantastic. Beware, rift.
I shall reduce them to a slurry. Your vitals look grim, Commander.
Thank you. Maybe if you guys could do your job.
I despise asking for aid, and yet I must.
Okay, that sounds like automated turrets and stuff. Alright. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Right. A lot of people need to die. But now let's just worry about automated turrets and stuff. Which don't necessarily die. Right, so lightning tower southwest, right. Oh gods, there are so many rift anomalies here. Door is barred shut. That ain't good. Okay. Aha. Right. Down and in. Recalibrate. All right, and that is active. All right. Hi, guys. Let's save real quick and see what this one has for us. Oh, this is just the gates. Okay. That's fine. All right, let's fast travel back to there. Yeah, it is fucking wild how this stuff just, like, yeah, like, the veracity of some of these creatures is just stunning. Okay, top level. So we can actually get up there now. All right. I do believe there is an auto dock in here that should potentially be able to heal us. Hoping and praying. It would be nice. Does not look like there's one available, which kind of sucks. Alright, fine. No healings for us. Bites, but what do you do? Wait, is there a... No, that's just an elevator. And the poor guy in there that's doing the poor auto mechanical that's doing the job of 6 different people. Alright, so... Right. Helmet do we have? Okay, that does the recharge rate. Let's swap it for the captain's hat, which is going to lower our toxicity rate faster. Oh, that's right, because that's on the extra holster is on the hat. Which makes perfect sense if you think about it. I mean, you know, why wouldn't it be on the hat? Yeah, this place isn't creepy at all. Raptor Spitter. And another Colossus. Oh. Alright. What's over here? Colossus, a juvenile. All right.
shall stand against us! Unleash my might upon them!
Okay.
Under your foot! Your judgment has found you!
There's one dead asshole. Wow, there's a lot of dead people here. I don't think I was the one that did this, though. Yeah, Auntie's, I don't like, I don't love the way Auntie fights, Auntie's Choice fights. They just drop in Raptidons and are like, here you go, guys, have fun. Like, that is, I am pretty sure that is a war crime.
Cannot allow this position. Boy, damn these monsters. And these cowards won't even fight us face to face. We need to withdraw. I mean, strategically. Okay.
I sense scum and close. I shall not stay your execution.
Whoa, hello. All right, we good? I think we're good. All right. One tower remaining. Oh, hello. Heavy revolver. Nice. Can I fast travel scenes I'm not in combat? I can. Good. Fuck you, Mr. Colossus. Interesting little single person fighter there. What's up here? Ooh, an auto dock. It is. Important announcement. All subjects of the Protectorate. Subject, welcome to Preator. To all newly assigned subjects, the console welcomes you to the world of Preator. where the magnificence of the universe exists in harmony with the Protectorate science and industry. When you ponder the perfection of the plan, remember Preator and the wonders you will experience here. Consider the permanent darkness of this world held in perfect equilibrium with the lighting shoals streaking above your heads. Preator is a world of balance, which the Protectorate only enhances by its presence. And of course, above all, Preator is the final resting place of our beloved monarch. Addendum. Also, please keep to the designated paths, as the native Gorvid and Varachnid life forms are exceptionally dangerous, and to wander into their territory is to potentially cut your service to the Protectorate short. Praise the monarch. Office of the Consul. Let's see here. Subject, Raptidon warning. As if to demonstrate their ignorance of the plan, the bits-obsessed Anti's choice forces have chosen to spearhead their invasion with a foreign species known as Raptidons. It is not yet known the effect this invasive xenofauna will have on the long-term balance of Preator, but all subjects tasked with ecological management are advised that Raptidons are not part of the plan, and thus have no say in as to whether a Protectorate subject should be reclassified as food. Combat units are advised to give Raptidons the same priority for erasure as they would as any other Anti's Choice invasion asset. Worst. Well, see, you guys complain about them, but you sure welcome and eat their food. There's the auto dock. All right, heal me up, baby. Yes, I feel much better now. That waypoint, remove that waypoint. Alright, critical chance, critical damage. But the scrutinizer eyepiece, right, strong enemies. We have an extra holster put on that one. But we don't really need the extra holster. You know what? Let's go with the cowboy hat.
I am primed to punish. I would not refuse assistance, which is most important. My thanks and my hammer.
All right, and our little boy grew up. Okay, so it's like around and behind that big building. I don't know what that big building is.
This facility prevents Praetor's lightning from laying waste to all around it. At least the Order should keep it in tolerable repair.
Right, the grounding station. They should be super happy about us, like, reworking their, redoing all of their hello.
To battle!
I thought you were running up there with her.
You better sleep with both eyes open.
Look, lady, if you would stop running in front of my gun when I pull the trigger, things like that wouldn't happen. Maybe try moving without the loud grunts.
Unleash my...
This might sting. A lot. Step aside.
Yeah, there's a lot of colossi around. Which is not great. Just gonna say it. It's not super. What the hell? Why don't you... Thank you.
I shall not stay your execution. Ready to dispense judgment. They're beyond my range.
Let's just let him go. Alright, so I need a different type of weapon here. So I need something that's going to use shells. Shells would be good. Shells, plasma, or all right, kinetic plasma pistol. That's what we'll use.
Lethal measures at the ready, Commander. Rosie, my injuries are not...
And my hammer.
All right. Return to grounding station. We were never at grounding station. All right, but we should be out of combat now. Although, can we fast travel to the grounding station? We haven't been into the grounding station, but we know of the grounding station, which means we can just swiftly jump back there and be good. All right. Hello?
Well, of all the improbable sights I'd never imagined to actually see, folks simply wandering around the Badlands of Preator would be near the top of that list. I've not the mind to solve the equation that demonstrates how unlikely it is you've survived enemy combatants, hostile critters, and endless lightning in near equal measure.
Don't feel bad. I always skew the equation. Mind if I ask what this place is?
The grounding station was built to help manage and offset the lightning that illuminates the sky and scorches the ground without pause or penance. They also used the station for a number of experiments that they ultimately lacked the capacity to complete. But, suffice it to say, we far exceeded those limitations. Nevertheless, the Exemplar is in need of help to complete his research, and our small squad lacks the manpower to provide it. But you might be the universal variable we've been waiting for.
I'll consider it. What happens should I decide to help?
He is in the lab atop the hydraulicalized lift. Ironically, the lift was struck by lightning while the station was being reset and is stuck in its raised position. There is a trail that leads to the top. Just mind the jump onto the platform, and don't touch anything glowing, sparking, or obviously shedding lightning on your way there. And given the situation we find ourselves in, I'll be leaving the gate charged unless you're ready to pass through it. Just approach, and I'll power it down for you.
Okay.
If you ever need to exit the station, just approach the gate, and I can open it for you.
Right.
Greetings,
Hi.
Unaffiliated individual? Could you be a freelancer? A gun for hire? Might you be interested in a job involving the removal of dangerous creatures?
Well, if you're gonna ask me to kill Raptidons in that cave, it's already done.
Without even formally accepting the job? I was expecting a greater level of excitement, but I suppose the job being completed is the most important part. I'll upgrade your commissions to allow for purchases from our supply surplus as recompense. Thank you. We shall be here, unraveling the mysteries of the universe.
You sound so thrilled. Is it really just that boring? All right, dispenser, yes. We need to buy some heavy rounds. And we also need to buy some short rounds. Actually, I'm going to sell some stuff too. Like shock machine gun, we'll keep that. Machine pistol. Sell you. All right, let's go by name. Charge burst. Yeah, we'll sell that. Wait, what did I just do? Oh, I think I just put everything in order. All right. Heavy machine gun will keep you. Silenced heavy revolver. Oh, we'll sell that. Yeah. All right, that should be good. Go by name. Plus 60 magazine size looks good. Mark III. I really need to eventually go through and figure out which ones I really am going to use and which ones I'm not. Because right now I have so much of this stuff that's just like repeats and copies and Let's go ahead and use the auto dock. So we need to go up there. It sounds like. I was gonna see if I could like repair this thing or not, but it does not look like I even have the option, at least not out here. Hello?
By law, you've done it. I cannot lie. My math placed the odds of your survival at 0.00343%, but your reputation indicates that you reliably beat the odds. So why am I surprised? Unfortunately, I am limited in forms of compensation. However, I've refined the schematics so they may be constructed with your own rudimentary tools. I trust that you will find wonderful methods of deployment that will manipulate every equation to your favor.
I'm sorry.
Thank you again, my friend. Your contribution to our progress and understanding cannot be overstated. May your equations always balance and resolve into whole numbers.
Right. I think we were supposed to talk to that guy before we did all that shit.
Oh.
Which is frustrating, to say the least. Ground station terminal passcode. Wait a second. Now, if I say, take my bucket helmet, put you on. Enter passcode. Research notes. Analysis of the grounding station. We always knew that the universal equation gave us very clear view into how much the Protectorate would flounder scientifically without the Order to guide it. But even with that knowledge, I found the state of the station to be appalling. Immediately upon taking control of the facility, we discovered the resistor suite in total disarray, with wires haphazardly connected and miscoded calculations shoehorned into the system they had no business attempting to hack. It took days of untangling their failures, to discover that they had struck upon the idea of using the towers to condense energy from the perpetual lightning strikes of Preator into a portable explosive device. While their attempt had been at all subtlety and finesse of a crabble riding a unisphere, buried within their idea was a spark of brilliance that I am more than capable of realizing. I simply need a way to undo all the damage they have done to the system with their cyst-fisted ignorance. If that is even possible. Powers are the key. Fixing the Protectorate's mathematics in these void-damned bombs was easy, trivial even. So too was correcting their design mistakes and forcing it into a much smaller form factor than they even dreamed of. The Protectorate wanted oversized satchel bombs. I made them into hand grenades. But we cannot initiate fabrication without all of the immediate grounding towers being properly calibrated. Currently, 5 have been disrupted by the Protectorate's foolish attempt to harness their energy, and without them back online, I could not produce enough force to power these explosive cores. I will talk the issue over with the soldiers and see if a group are brave enough to venture into the wilderness to recalibrate them. La Shendoa, okay. All right, so we've got all of that, which is great. So now we just need to come up here, which will fast travel to over in that area so that we're not, like, you know, traipsing across the fucking everywhere. All right. All right, and we can also remove this guy because we do not need him. All right. Tristan, there you are. On a scale of 1 to fuck, how worried should I be when approaching this place? Are they gonna let us in, or are they gonna be combative? I mean, ooh. It looks like they might be combative. I don't know.
Central Control is open to no visitors. Turn around.
Oh. Tristan?
I sense we close in on something central to my investigation. We simply...
Best turn around. Central Control isn't... Wait. Orbit around? What are you doing here? I've heard a great deal regarding your exploits within the Protectorate. And it is all that prevents me from summoning the Guard. I have strict orders to arrest you on sight.
I've no desire to slay you, but if you seek to prevent me from pursuing my duties, I will have no other choice.
let's take a step back here. Why isn't Tristan allowed in?
Arbiter Rao did not report to the consul's summons. Consequently, he is wanted for questioning. It is only our difference in rank that stays my hand from attempting arrest.
Let's just go back the way we came. This doesn't need to come to violence.
Very well. I shall not sound the alarm. But you are still not permitted to enter this facility either through this entry or any side route. I shall be watching.
Commander, let us speak privately on our next course of action.
Agreed.
I did not care for that exchange at all. The idea that the consul would stymie me individually is rather disturbing. Regardless,
You think?
we do have alternate means of ingress. I seem to recall a number of creatures bypassing the left fence through some upper path we were never able to find. There's also the prisoner entrance on the right. If you're sufficiently dexterous, you may be able to bypass the safeguards to get us in.
Well, let's move on then. We could probably just jump up there. Right. Dexterous has no... doesn't enter into it when you're talking about... Nope, okay. So it looks like we're taking the path. What kind of creatures was it that you said would take this path and sneak in? All right. Oh, this is the path that they took, huh? All right. What am I calling? Whoa, hey. Hey. Oh, really?
Smells
see an
like
open vent.
paint and agitated dust. Renovations, I surmise.
See a vent.
Never had. Perfection is.
All right, so we need to go up. Yeah.
That elevator over there goes to the Supreme Arbiter's old office. I hope the technicians have kept it in working order.
I hope so too, because... All right.
I believe what we need is on that terminal. I'll see if I can find my way in.
Holographic heavy revolver.
The terminal's locked, which is no surprise. See if you can find some method to bypass its passcode.
You find nothing remarkable as you remove the picture from the frame. However, you do notice a line of text is untidily scrawled in the back of the photograph. To the Supreme Arbiter, a grander mentor has never walked the byways of Arcadia. Gingerly, you place the picture back where you found it. Let's see here. Deciphering the plan, a primer on the order of the Ascendant's teachings. Looks like the Supreme Arbiter was having a one-sided argument with this book's author. Pages are so dense. All right, doesn't look like there's anything there. Not even like a, hey, you're not high enough of a level to do anything. Need more. Order of the Ascendant Globe, likely stolen from... All right. Unlock
Did you
something.
hear that? I think something may have unlocked.
Wires of mechanical doodads commingling beneath this device's surface. Best left to Tristan.
I think this may unlock the terminal, but the toggle mechanism appears compromised. I shall hold it. You attempt to gain access to the machine.
Okay.
You must finish.
Consul Thoreau, I'm sure you're surprised to be receiving this message, and thus I can assume you already know my intent. Even considering aligning myself against the Sovereign is like sticking my hand in boiling oil. Yet my dead charges spur me forward. 10 scores of Arcadia's finest, at least 10 scores, died in defense of Golden Ridge. And does the region lie in our control? No. We fled like sprats, all at Varric's behest. I shall lower myself to work with you, Consul. I will help you uphold your plan to... Hold... What in blazes? How long have you been standing there? What did you hear?
Right, so from Senior Arbiter Ashton, casualty report 288. Supreme Arbiter, it is my regret to inform you that over the course of the last week, we have lost another 2 cadres worth of arbiters in the fighting on Cloister. Their unit was ambushed by a large number of Order troops en route to resupplying those holding the archive. And though they eliminated 10 for each one of our own felled, they were eventually overwhelmed by the Order's firepower. We shall doubtless still prevail on Cloister. I shall see to that until my dying breath. Though we have lost many more than expected, the Sovereign shall deliver us from this icy wasteland and crush our enemies forthwith. Right, from Arbiter Tristan Rao, gap in my armor. I met with another Arbiter today after the conclusion of your wake. I didn't glean her name. I cannot say whether she volunteered it. She was of an extensive line of well-wishers, of condolences, of those seeking comfort to give and to take. As the two of us conferred, she spoke of a handful of junior arbiters she's been mentoring and asked if I had any advice. I told her, see which of your recruits has the best knack for maintaining their weapons. Excellence in the most basic of tasks begets excellence in all else. She thanked me for my insight, but I realized shortly thereafter that it was not my insight, it was yours. All I know and am, I learned from you. You and Virgil presented a stable base from which I could be the best I could be. With you gone and Virgil distant, it is, for the first time in my life, difficult to see what the future might bring. May the Architect grant us both peace.
I cannot believe what I heard. I cannot.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Because I think I understand what was actually happening. My mentor hated the Consul and was deeply devoted to the Sovereign. She'd never speak thus, unless she was trying to lure the Consul into a trap.
That seems like a lot of work to go through just to flatten someone's head with one of those giant hammers.
What I'm proposing is eminently plausible. It may be beyond you to see her machinations, but it's obvious to me that this was merely an intricate play. It's all that makes sense.
Tristan?
Don't Tristan me! Just because the situation looks dire doesn't mean... Wait, do you hear that?
Arbiter Rao, I finally got you. Submit quietly to the Protectorate's justice for your manifold transgressions.
Are you insane? Who are you? And on whose authority do you claim to judge me?
My name is Junior Arbiter Mayhall, and I operate on Arbiter Mandate, as you did once. Now, no questions. This is already going to be difficult enough.
Didn't realize the Consul had arbiters in his pocket, too.
It's logical. The Sentinels have all but taken over Central Control. It stands to reason the few arbiters still trained here would only be Sentinels in armored regalia.
I cannot deny that Central Control has changed, but... what am I saying? I need not defend myself from the likes of you.
Enough! This has been an unpleasant day and my patience is gone. Your accusations are baseless, and accosting a higher-ranked arbiter is grounds for arbitration.
They're far from baseless. You stand accused of abandoning your post, of infiltrating Protectorate facilities with opaque aims, and of hampering the Protectorate war effort.
Those are those are a lot of accusations to throw around. Let's all calm down and discuss this.
There's no discussion to be had with criminals. I needed to see firsthand that Arbiter Rao had abandoned his station. He has, and must meet my judgment.
These accusations of yours are slander. If you believe false bravado shall save you from my wrath, you're sorely mistaken.
Tristan, can't you see she's just following her duty like you are?
At Oculus, and again at the Vox, you showed me that the law may be interpreted. Clemency can be granted where before it would be unthinkable. Here my sense of duty clamors to be answered. But as much as it surprises me to admit it, I think you're correct. To this recruit, I've diverged from the path of righteousness. Slaying her for sincerely trying to do what is right would be a farce of justice.
Yeah. If there's some way to change her mind, you wouldn't kill her?
I would not. But I know the reality of swaying an arbiter from their chosen path. It's likely this situation may devolve into violence regardless.
What is this insanity? I would never imagine an Arbiter balking from their chosen course. I had hoped Arbiter Rao would come to his senses, but obviously to no avail. I may not wish to judge him. I may not understand what has come over him. It is of no consequence. His crimes against the Protectorate are all that matters.
Ooh. Tristan spared a sentinel bent on arresting him. Does that seem like a traitor to you?
He was simply doing his duty, just as you or I must every day. Killing him would have been wrong, even though attempting to arrest me was a criminal act.
That's even worse than I thought. You chose not to do your duty, and expect telling me so would soften my decision to judge you?
The Supreme Arbiter taught me to follow my own sense of justice. And I have. Use your mind. Think about what I did. What you intend to do. Is this moral? Is this right?
Arbiters aren't under any jurisdiction but their own. No one put you up to this.
What of it? Someone has to stop him.
Ironic. You came here to judge me for much the same reason I have, as you so claim, deserted. I chose to investigate the Supreme Arbiter's death on my own. You chose to investigate my departure on your own. You seek to judge me for the very crime you are guilty of.
But that's impossible. I refuse to believe we both could be guilty if we were simply following what we were taught.
And even the Supreme Arbiter seems to have struggled to do the right thing by your laws.
We don't know that for certain, but to an onlooker without our knowledge, it could seem that way. And such presumed traitorousness would be very confusing.
Even the Supreme Arbiter has struggled with this? That doesn't seem possible. But I suppose there's no way to ask her now. I shall trust your words. Consider my hand stayed. I can see that judging Tristan would only rob the Protectorate of another of its servants. It seems I must reflect on this matter.
I'm glad we got that resolved.
It would appear we're in agreement. Neither of us shall raise a hand against the other. I'm pleased.
Ever known an arbiter to lose their taste for blood? That's disappointing.
So, what course of action do we take now?
Tristan, any words of wisdom you can impart?
It's important for an arbiter to use their forebrain. Next time you encounter something as strange as a loyal arbiter diverging from the path of righteousness, investigate. You may find more questions than answers. But deciphering them and interpreting justice as best we can is how we might serve Arcadia.
Uphold justice in my way. I'll attempt to remember that, Arbiter Rao. Thank you.
Glory to the Protectorate, Junior Arbiter. Make me proud. I'm pleased we were able to resolve that altercation peaceably.
Damn, we are just
Robbing
talking
Arcadia
our way
of
out
an
of everything.
enthusiastic recruit would have given me little joy.
You say that, but I've seen the way you smile when you kill. Oh, sorry, dispense justice. I'd say she got lucky. Or you're turning soft.
You know, I'd even venture to say she reminded me just a little of myself as a lad.
It's hard to imagine you as a bright-eyed recruit.
I assure you, I was once there. Any arbiter of note must build their character on a foundation of enthusiasm. All this excitement did not make me forget the confession on the Supreme Arbiter's terminal. I have to bring it to Virgil. Together, we can discover exactly what transpired.
You know you're lying to yourself. These excuses of yours are unbecoming of an arbiter.
Have you lived all your life within the Protectorate? No. What do you know about what makes an arbiter? I refuse to question the Supreme Arbiter, just as I refuse to cast every belief I hold dear into the mud. Push me no more. Virgil will know what to make of this. Together we'll figure out what to do. I'll message him when we return to the ship. Hopefully he shall respond. Quickly.
All right. Now, we have not been in this building here, which is kind of curious.
Perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
All right, let's save real quick.
Prudence dictates. I use words carefully.
Okay.
Aggressor at hand.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
All right, now we can... All right, so we'll go down there. I want to see what that building in the center is. I mean, obviously we haven't been there because it's like, hey, we're just like, it's all in the dark. I was like, well, what the heck is that? Now, I'm guessing... Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to guess that meeting Virgil, we're going to have to meet him on Cloister. I don't know what this building is. I think that's the one that we were like, that we circumvented. Yeah, see, it's a blockade. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go back to the incognito. So we can ask for the help. So we need to get into the archives. Which is going to require a couple different things. Potentially. So we can talk to Auntie's Choice or the Order about helping, or ideally, Auntie's Choice might be willing to help you gain access to the archive. Their representative can be found on the Undisputed Plain. The Order might be willing visit their headquarters in Laplace's Garden. Okay, so we need to wait for that. We need to rendezvous with the... Okay. But I do want to go back to Dorado. Because we are missing like one of those plates. Which is, to say the least, frustrating. We've got 4 out of the 5, which is... Menacing Mask, which does 5% critical chance, 55. Lonesome Ranger, plus 15% magazine between the eyes. When in combat and not in combat, gain a 33% chance, 33% extra damage every 2 seconds until your next attack reload. Attack, reload, or swap weapons, maximum of 3 stacks. Well, let's go ahead and unlock it. %5 damage and... Alright, so now we have the Menacing Mask, which provides a 55% critical damage. as well as increasing our critical chance. Yes. All right. No, I want the helmet. We could do extra holster. There we go. All right, I want to... Oh, shit. Nope, I wanted to actually swap those out, but fuck it, why not? All right, we're just doing this. So there is one place that looked on the map that looks pretty big, almost like it might be a tram station. That's where we want to head to. That's where we want to go to try and find the final original piece. So actually, there's a couple there. Remembering the Sovereign's family, may they rest in perfection. All right, so we want to try... Let's head down to that one first. Just a birdie. Yeah, that looks like it might be... Looks like it might be what we're looking for.
Primed to punish.
Now, see, the question is from what direction do we enter?
Commander. Don't make me a...
Can we even enter this thing? I mean, we are far, far away from it. All right, fine. We'll take a look at this one. And we will get our rookie's reward, I think. That'll be our third weapon. That definitely looks like a tram station, doesn't it? Looks like we might need to come at it from the other side, which is frustrating. Oh no, we looks like there might be a You okay there, Tristan? Can we even get up there? Not like this, we can't. All right. Not from this direction.
Stay back! Oh, wait. You aren't one of those damn scrappers. Apologies, stranger. These eyes don't see as well as they used to. Perhaps it was fate you met me here. A capable sort like you is akin to an oasis in a hellish wasteland. So might you be willing to help an old, injured man with a simple task?
Well, sure, I will. But first, we need to take a real quick break, so we'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. Let me guess. Picked a fight you couldn't win, so you're licking your wounds in this hovel?
Do I look like the fight-picking sort to you? It pains me to think this injury is enough for you to cast aspersions onto me.
Fine, let's pretend this situation isn't suspicious. What exactly do you need?
I was injured attempting to scale that cliff face to the estate. Wouldn't do to have a fresh wound out in the open, where anything might happen upon me. So I hunkered down here. See, I came here to salvage my, memoir manuscripts. I left some files behind when I fled the estate after the war broke out. Tragic, yes, but what else was an old man to do? If you're keen to help, one file's in a locker in the tram station. The other's in the mansion, in the late vigilance quarters. Simple to collect, once you get past the scrappers.
Why would your manuscript be in the vigilance quarters?
Why? Because she was an avid reader, enamored with the tales of the brave and the brilliant. I was a close advisor, see? And once she learned of my writings, she couldn't resist taking an exclusive first look. Bless her.
Suppose it won't hurt to help.
Oh, bless your kindly nature. Do return promptly should you happen upon those, scribblings of mine. Silly old fool, coming here without aid. Be lucky to leave here alive.
Right, so, how exactly were you planning on... Alright. How exactly am I supposed to get up there, mister? no, that's just one of the birds. Okay.
Race you to the top?
You just want to kill all the people yourself. I know you.
Quit skulking! Waste of my valuable time!
You stop moving, you silly bent.
I hope you retain some energy, for it appears exertion of the violent variety awaits us.
Promote a sense of community when you can't monitor what each other is saying at all times.
You'll learn to appreciate our society and its obsession with cheaply produced wares soon.
Everything you can. Although, we seem to be doing a-okay in this this little stretch. Like, even their alert guard was no match. Like, that one gal that was like, oh, hey, so I'm gonna keep an eye out, and she was like, she was starting to see us. She's like, wait a second, what is that? And then, like, right between her eyes, just thunk. Whoopsie. Did I disturb your concentration?
Prosecuting viscerally.
Let's see if they got the time!
Taking punitive action.
I shall charge!
Explosion for you! Just give me
None!
Right. That was, yeah. So these guys aren't as. These guys are not tough. They are not. They are not even close to being badasses. Like, I feel kind of bad about just like sniping them like that. It's just like, eh. But then I remember, yeah, but you know, if they had their way, they would like murder us, strip us of all of our metal, turn it in for Adrena time, and probably roast the bodies for meat. Dude had some white chocolate on him, all right. I don't know what it is that I am walking through, but it's yellow and it sounds like it's dripping. Nice of you to leave us a ramp.
Skulking skulker. With a few buckets of bleach, some combustible fluid, and a pouch to salt the earth, this mountainside would be good as new.
That is some brutal shit, man.
Time. Shush!
All right, so let's see here. That is... Yeah, there should be a document right through here. This looks like a
Paradise.
So we're stealing this, right?
I once visited this station with the first person I...
Never mind.
First person you what? First person you fell in love with? Suspicious data?
Feeling I might tangle footage. Better sit down before I fall down. Anybody got the time? Adriana time! Time! Time!
To battle!
Or you like, coming for you, lazy! Get their Drina time!
All right, so we got all 5 of those original tablets now. Let's see if we can't manage to get the other document real quick. So I do kind of want to know, like, the codex. Can we look at the... So, suspicious datapad. This appears to be written in code. You can't decipher it, but it seems like it was once very important to whoever lived here. So, yeah, it's written in code, which is curious. Go ahead and buy some ammo. All right, I'm guessing probably in... Yeah, that definitely looks like a manor to me.
Nice what they've done with the place.
Yeah, so the whole thing being written in code does not add up. Logs, what? That's that. Well, that's that. Our vigilant lies dead. In accompanying a scavenging party last week, she stepped from the path and onto a landmine. There was hardly enough of her left to bury. All right, you know what? We're gonna hold off on those, on all we'll come back through later. Door's barred shut.
This window. Don't like it. These strangers. Should rip them out, shatter them, transfer them with ourselves.
Yes, yes! Grab an order glass scrawler next outing. They'll display us in the standing before we cut them up.
Alleviating! Lethally!
Unfriendly company. They're fine.
Assist me, will you? My death would be a stain on both of us.
Have a blast! You want trouble? Trouble it is! Tony boom boom boomy boom! You have words to
Preator time!
Have a blast! Come on, I had to! I smell Adrena time! Adrena time! Give it! Come out, come out!
I shall reduce them to a
No more
slurry!
hiding!
I am loath to admit I require medical assistance.
Got twitchy feet!
Recharge for mayhem. Oh, on the wrist. But a lot.
Woo!
You have
All
my
right.
thanks and my hammer.
Wow, those were some tough old bastards. Tattered ledger?
There's a strange sort of humor in the onset of the first war in Arcadia's history, within a few days of my being assigned here. As far from Protectorate society as possible, Golden Ridge suffers under an invading force, and moreover, it appears that our Order colleagues have betrayed us. At first, I lamented my isolation, but I've realized I was where I needed to be of service. The scores of abandoned subjects need a leader. I have enlisted the staff at these estates to help accept the first influx of still loyal Protectorate refugees. More shall come. I shall lead them out of the shadows and into the light. For the good of the Protectorate. This is my calling.
Okay. So the question I have now is, what is the ledger? Estate's key. List of names, seemingly Protectorate. Beside each name lists a date with details of very unprotectorate behavior. Seems like the kind of thing you wouldn't want to leave laying around, lest an arbiter stumble across it. That was what he was wanting us to get? Really? All right, well, that's going to be where we're going to have to end for today. We've already been going for over 2 hours now, but so yeah, we've actually been talking a lot of people down, like a lot of people. We've been just talking them down. So Tristan is kind of more on our side since we saved a junior arbiter. We now know we need to go to Cloister in order to continue with Ozza's, and I'm pretty sure we're probably going to meet Niles's friend on Cloister as well. If I remember right, that's where the that's where the archive is that we're going for. but I want to talk to both Auntie's Choice and the Order, the Order of the Ascendant, to try and be like, hey, can we you know, can we be cool? Can we just be all right? You know, I don't want to, you know, I want everybody to kind of work together against the Protectorate. But anyway, like I said, yeah, that's where we're going to end for today. So, as always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press that subscribe button. Don't forget, we do have in the top link in the description down below, we do have our fourth wall page where you can get things like our Now You're Washing with Power Power Wash Simulator sweatshirt, or the Fueled by Chaos mug, or tons of other merch. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below, including our permanent invite for our Discord server, where I try to make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, in about 2 hours, we'll be back with more Slime Rancher 2, and then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more of the Outer Worlds 2. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!